period drama Bridgerton has made history once again, as Season 2 officially broke the record for the most viewed TV series in a week. But just like last time, even though we're done with the season, we're still hungry for more. From embarrassing on-set moments and challenges to audition stories, here are some of the most tantalizing filming secrets and more. Keep on watching as we reveal these Bridgerton details and more. Our main couple. Our lovebirds of the season are played by Simone Ashley and Jonathan Bailey, and have a chemistry that's simply magnetic. It's impossible to keep your eyes off of them every time they're on screen. But this time around, the steamy scenes are a lot less frequent as compared to the first one. Instead, we get to witness the slowest of slow burns. Showrunner Chris Van Dusen says that the show has never done a sex scene just for the sake of making things steamy, which does make sense considering the way Anthony and Kate come together. Ashley explains that it was quality over quantity for them, wanting to express intimacy and sex in a more psychological way. Just like in the previous season, an intimacy coordinator was present on the set to help choreograph the steamy scenes, but this time they came up with some new tricks to make the cast feel safe. Bailey revealed that there was a new rule where the actors were required to have at least 3 barriers separating them. Hasty casting. One thing that's undeniable is the chemistry between the characters, and for that, Bailey applauds the expertise of their casting directors in finding his co-stars. Before she took on the role of Kate, you might have seen Simone Ashley on another hit Netflix show called Sex Education. It was there she caught the eye of Chris Van Dusen, and after that, the process went by pretty fast. Ashley received some messages that they were interested in her for the role. She sent in a couple of tapes, spoke with them a few times, and soon enough, she was meeting with Jonathan Bailey for their chemistry test. And as you can probably tell, the meeting was a complete success, as the two hit it off right away. As it turns out, they had never even considered anyone else for the role of Kate. Yet, it wasn't all that simple. To become a sharp-tongued, self-proclaimed spinster, Ashley had to take accent training, learn how to ride a horse, and attend dance rehearsals. While Kate was born a writer, Ashley had only ridden once in her life before being cast in the show. Fortunately, this actress isn't scared of a challenge. She's a big fan of scary sports and having an adrenaline rush. And while it was pretty intimidating, it was also a huge confidence builder. Bailey had to do some preparation for the new season as well, with the help of his on-screen sister, Phoebe Dynevor. Since Dynevor has experience playing the main lead, she advised Bailey to eat healthily, get fit, and get as much sleep as possible, since they would be working for up to 15 hours a day. And although the shooting schedule was pretty intense, the actor found the time to take notes. He also promised to pass them on to his successor as a Bridgerton guide for the next sibling who'd take the lead. The most difficult challenge. According to Bailey, the dance and intimate scenes help with propelling the narrative forward, and they're the ones that can be the most difficult in many ways. Compared to season 1, the ballroom scenes are even more spectacular, requiring up to 5 days to shoot and over 500 people to be available on set at the time. Last time, Bailey took a back seat during the ballroom event, sipping lemonade and giggling with his on-screen siblings. This time though, he had to focus and step out into the dance floor, so he quite literally couldn't afford to put a foot wrong. So the English actor took lessons with choreographer Jack Murphy, who worked with him on how to illustrate Anthony's character through dancing. However, this really shouldn't have been a big problem for Jonathan, since he is an experienced musical and stage actor. Music. Speaking of music, one of the highlights of Bridgerton is that many of the crucial moments were scored by instrumental pop covers. Unsurprisingly, these aren't random choices. The show's music supervisor, Justin Camps, explains that certain songs can help the viewers connect with the characters. He and Chris Van Dusen chose these deeply emotional and powerful songs for each specific scene, with him trying out multiple songs before landing on one that was just perfect. The showrunner's 18-month-old twins actually influenced his decisions, as he would only keep the songs if they started dancing to them. Most competitive cast member. The Pall Mall game was one of the most anticipated scenes of the season, at least for those viewers who had already read the novels by Julian Quinn. That's why the actors were encouraged to try and practice the game beforehand. In the books, Daphne was considered to be the best player, while in real life, Phoebe Dynevor, in her own words, was the worst one. The cast member who actually did have the upper hand was the face of Edwina Sharma, Charitha Chandran. The actress grew up playing croquet, and it turns out that the two games are actually not that different. She even had to tone down her skills for the sake of the show. Chandran admitted that it was a struggle between her competitiveness and her need to embody her character. Shooting the sequence turned out to be the cast's favorite weeks on set, and since all the important verbal sparring scenes had already been filmed, they were encouraged to let loose and have fun. Other Bridgerton details. Bridgerton prequel promises return of raunchy scenes. One of the biggest criticisms of season 2 of Bridgerton has been the lack of steamy scenes as compared to the prior one, and it looks like the producers have taken note, with Queen Charlotte, the spin-off prequel to the Netflix drama, being spiced up so viewing figures can stay high. According to one source, they were worried that one energetic sex scene with the young monarch, played by India Ria Martefio, might be so passionate that it could literally bring the whole house down. The insider explained that since the cast for the prequels is young and the sex scenes feature them, it's definitely gonna satisfy the Bridgerton fans who complained about the lack of intimacy. In one storyline, there will reportedly be a headboard banging against a wall, and it will be racier than anything in the first season. Filming for Queen Charlotte began last week, with the writers also being keen to address the criticism that the show avoids same-sex relationships and has a gay problem. problem. One scene will see Brimsley, who is one of Charlotte's aides and is played by Sam Clement, making love to another male character, Reynolds. The prequel hopes to be inclusive of homosexual characters and won't be scared to explore those relationships. Fans missed major details about Anthony and Kate's future. Fueled by longing stares and passionate bickering, Season 2 of Bridgerton brought us the enemies to lovers romance of our dreams with Kate and Anthony. And while the finale does tie a nice little bow on the newlywed story, fans may have missed a major detail that hints at their future. The heartfelt moment takes place in the 8th and final episode, named The Viscount Who Loved Me. Only a couple of days after being thrown from her horse, Kate reunites with Anthony and asks him to dance, but he's worried about how to look to the members of the Ton. After she reassures him, he steps closer and holds up 3 fingers, asking how many to check her vision. After she correctly answers with 3, he turns his hand over and holds out 4 fingers instead. This may not seem like a big deal, but for the fans who have read the books, it comes off as foreshadowing for the couple's future. Kate and Anthony have 3 children in the books, but then end up having an unexpected 4th one a couple of years later. Since the series has been pretty loyal to the book so far, we can only hope to see the family tree expand as the show progresses. Bridgerton cast want Keira Knightley to join the series. Keira Knightley is at the top of the list of actors who should join Bridgerton according to the Sharma sisters, Simone Ashley and Charitha Chandran. The latter thinks that the Pirates of the Caribbean actress would fit perfectly into the world of the Netflix series. It's not really surprising considering Knightley is the queen of period dramas, starring in hits like Pride and Prejudice, Anna Karenina, and Atonement, to name just a few. But if Keira isn't interested in taking them up on the offer, there are plenty of other stars who would love the chance to join the show. Star Wars' John Boyega, for example, admitted recently that he would like to star in the romantic period drama. He explained that he's all for versatility and that they were taught in drama school how to portray roles that wouldn't necessarily come their way. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the Bridgerton prequel? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!